Hey, hello and welcome to 4 of the Technodifier.
The Episode
4. Episode 4. And this is Paul with me, Matt, recording our show absent Josh this week because Josh is out of the friggin' country.
He's nowhere around at all.
And we're just going to jump into it. And there's just some fun
crazy
tech
stuff
going on. The first being official announcement on the PSP stuff. There's been rumors. The official announcement did not include the rumored 4 or 8 gigabyte onboard memory.
Damn it.
But it did include a camera, some sort of voice
really
over
nice.
IP and video over IP.
Nice.
How and who you communicate with is another question. Am I only talking to people who have a PSP?
Right.
And how useful is that?
Right. Exactly.
The other thing is a GPS receiver for it. They are announcing downloadable they announced downloadable PS1 games for the PSP.
Very cool.
Which is pretty smart.
Yeah.
And the other Sony announcement, by the way, the PS3 is delayed, even though we knew that. Oh, and I guess on the PSP too, another thing is an official Flash 6.0 support in the browser, which there just recently was a homebrew Flash player that came out, but it was straight Flash player, not a browser Flash support thing, which is quite a bit of a difference.
Do you think this is the case where they're not going to confirm the 4 or 8 gig just because they don't know what size they'll end up putting in it?
They're still trying to figure it out.
Right.
There
still will be some.
They didn't announce any new PSP hardware really,
right?
Which is what people really thought they were going to do.
Right.
They announced that just that they're dropping the price on it, $50.
Yeah.
Which brings it down at $200.
It's a deal.
You gotta buy at least a gig memory card for it.
Yeah.
You just
right.
have to if you use it for anything other than games.
That's true. Yep.
And then you gotta buy a couple games.
Yes, you do.
Buy Ridge Racer.
Yep.
Which Paul and I have been playing, which is pretty effing
Very cool game.
Or you could buy Liberty City Stories.
Also a cool game.
Or you could buy Wipeout Pure.
Also a cool game.
Those are some of the games I have.
There's a couple more that are just really impressive.
Yeah, it's a neat little gaming platform. And then some on the other hardware town, you can get a 0.5 terabyte network addressable storage thing from Netgear it's a Netgear enclosure and then 2 drives for $300 from Tiger Direct right now.
Right.
That's really nice.
Yeah, it sure is.
I mean, I'm going to start phasing out computers that I have that are basically just, that's all they serve as a network.
Yeah.
They serve as file servers, essentially.
They're a drive somewhere else.
I could have a box that,
just does
half a gig every once in a while just laying around.
Yeah.
Or not a half a gig, 0.5 terabyte.
0.5 terabyte.
Because it's 250 gig drives is how they bundle it, but you could actually put 2 500, so you could have a terabyte.
A terabyte just sitting there.
Yeah, addressable just with the network cable.
Just to give you an idea how funny that is, if anybody wants to go back in some movie history, watch the very first Alien movie, and they're describing the Nostromo, that huge ship that all that takes place on.
And how big was it?
It had a terabyte in it. That big spaceship.
Yeah, I got a terabyte in my.
Yeah, I know.
Distributed hard drive.
There's a terabyte. There's a terabyte in this house, and not to put your house down, but this house ain't special.
It's not Nostromo.
No, it's not.
You're saying my house is not an intergalactic space vehicle?
I'm saying
no.
That.
My house. Thank God, is not actually mine house, but I rent it, and it is one of the most messed up freaking houses. The back end of the house is collapsing.
But we should stick to the technology, not.
Hey, but the house is collapsing though, man.
Not the lack of
that affects my technology. If the house collapses, all my technology is gone.
That's true.
There's a decision on the Google stuff. The evil federal government is saying, hey, you really got to give us stuff, but we only need a week. And the whole problem I have, the major problem I have with this,
the foot is in the door,
is that you can't. It's not just they're trying to look for child pornography, right? That's their big thing, right?
Well, they're trying to
or whatever.
They're trying to.
That's what they say they're doing, But they're not just looking at searches for that crap.
Right.
They're like, I want to look at every search.
Right.
And for some reason, we've gotten to the point where we just don't think about digital information very well.
No.
At least as legislators and certainly as citizens.
Well, it's because they want to see, with digital information, they know it's easy to ask for everything because it'd be harder to parse out the information a lot of times when it comes down to it.
You don't get all the raw information because it's too hard to
Especially from
It's
Google.
too hard to get the specific information.
Think about how much data Google has.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
Google's fighting it, and the ACLU's fighting along with them.
Yeah,
fighting a
I
good
really,
fight.
yeah, I'm very glad for that. I'm very glad for that.
But-
Go Google, go ACLU.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens with that, man. But,
Yeah.
On the iTunes DRM and digital music front, CBS
Now.
is doing is I guess it's still going on, the NCAA final stuff, right?
Yep. Final Four.
They're doing. I don't know if they're doing the Final Four, but I knew they were doing at least some of the games that you could stream live, and they were selling it later via iTunes.
Oh, that's cool. We're not quite to the Final Four, actually. Yeah, it's just the NCAA tournament games.
Right. That just
letting
started.
people
like,
download it. Yeah.
Yeah. The iTunes Music Store kind of, sort of, as well, no, this is. I think it's a quote from Engadget.
Yeah.
iTunes Music Store kind of, sort of sells full-length movie.
That's great.
And because there were a whole bunch of posts on other blogs that said, "Oh, iTunes, it's the first full-length movie on iTunes." Well, first, it's a fucking made-for-TV movie for the Disney Channel.
Not that cool.
Like, and it was the hilarious thing. It was originally posted on the site, and I guess not really linked, but you could get to it somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's just supposed to be jackasses that sit on the iTunes store and have bots that search it or
They have
something.
nothing to do, man.
Yeah.
No, they are the bots. That's the problem.
And this movie showed up. It was $1.99 for the movie. It's like less than 2 hours long. Seriously, made-for-TV Disney movie about the kid that went to prom or some stupid shit.
Awesome.
And then they pulled it off the site, and then it was back up for $10. Yeah. At first, it's a horrible movie. I haven't seen it, but I can tell you it's a horrible movie.
You're right.
Second,
$10.
$10
I don't pay that at the theater
for a
too often.
DRM file.
Yeah.
That's lower resolution than television.
Yeah. Half the resolution of television.
Yeah, but 350
of
by
standard
240.
television, right? Of standard
Or
NTSC.
352
That's
by
right.
240 or whatever.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's just insane, man. That I don't know.
No, it doesn't make any sense.
Some asshole's paying for it. I guess it's the same person who doesn't think $400 is a lot of money.
Right.
Yeah, but then along DRM, the DRM front, there was a link that someone had done testing with DRM MP. I think the link was on Engadget, but that DRM in the case of at least the ZenVision was accounting for 25% of the CPU usage, meaning 25% the less battery life when you were playing a Windows Media file with DRM versus a straight MP3. But again, I think that
thanks to DRM,
that's kind of a I think it's not a very well balanced test.
Right.
The question would be, what's a WMA, a Windows Media audio file at the same bit rate with DRM and without it,
instead of compared to an MP3.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're just a completely different algorithm.
Right.
And I think that they were actually built, like the algorithm for the Windows Media stuff is actually built in some cases, depending upon how you is built to be a little more CPU intensive.
Yeah.
Which would be
it's not as friendly of
it may just be that
algorithm,
specific hardware isn't optimized for that. You know what I mean?
Right.
That the specific player isn't optimized for that format as much.
Well, I
rather than the big generalization that it was. It was all of the.
I think what it comes down to, though, is the argument that people in general.
I'm certainly not pro DRM, by the way.
Well, you're certainly not.
Formulated argument.
I think what you're also trying to say is, well, I think a lot of people would make the argument that they want MP3 compatibility, not WMA, not some file format compatibility that allows for DRM, seamlessly to happen.
Well, that's how that Napster stuff works. Though.
Sure,
I mean,
that's how all of.
I think that's interesting. I think that's what's interesting.
Oh, well, it has.
Dude.
Go ahead.
Speaking of, man, I a while back I subscribed to Real Stars, which lets you download the movies.
Oh, that's right.
And it's pretty cool. But then after a while, I got tired of it because there just aren't that great of movies.
Yeah.
It's stuff that again would be on Stars.
Yeah.
So it's not the most amazing movies in the world.
No.
So I was going to cancel it. Well, they won't let you cancel on the damn website. You have to call them. So I call him, and if the dude wasn't in India, he had just recently moved from India.
Okay.
So I talked to, and I'm finally like, okay, I want a confirmation. You'll get an email. 2-3 days later, I haven't got shit from them. Fucking if Real is half those fucking weasels, dude. I just thought about that when I signed up for it. Like, I'm not gonna call my game credit card company and tell them, hey, don't accept a charge from these guys anymore.
Right.
I've contacted them by telephone and
cancel,
and they have ignored me.
Cancel.
Yeah. It sucks to do that.
It's not good, but they should make it easy to cancel. Real is pretty bad about not letting go.
Real is pretty evil in general.
They've always been that way.
I fucking hate that player. Like, it was a pain in the ass for me to bite it and install that player to try that thing out. But I'm all about, seriously, I want to try out these legitimate downloadable movie services.
Well, in music services, to some extent, as we were just talking about, some of it's pretty interesting just to see how they're doing it.
Yeah, but I got burnt by eMusic, so screw the whole.
Yeah, eMusic. I agree.
The unlimited, that's not unlimited.
That really was limited, and then they got bought and just did away with all of that stuff. So they're a shadow of what they used to be.
I don't know.
So,
and on the HD front a little bit again. There's LG is announcing that they're going to come out with a dual format Blu-ray HD DVD player.
That's rad.
But
how much do those things hold now? As far as like,
they're around 40-50 depending on the execution.
Okay.
40-50 gig.
Okay.
HD DVD is going to launch, but there's not going to be any movies when the player comes out.
Gig. That's amazing.
And RFID tags are showing up all over the fucking place, even in some of the new passports. So some people, cleverly enough, there's a link on this in Gadget and like 2 or 3 other blogs that I read. Is basically a RFID blocker wallet and passport carrier.
I'm going to get one because I just actually realized I'm going to need to get a passport very soon, so I need to.
I don't know if all the passports have RFID. So
how do you
the
know?
frequency ID cards.
They say them on it. Will it say?
No, because I think it's a trial program. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
They first started issuing it. It's not everyone's going to have it.
All right.
We can't do that. That's too. But you can't just force everybody to switch over to.
Sort of like you can't spy on your own citizens, right?
Well, no, because that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about they don't have the infrastructure to roll out brand new passports to everyone all at once.
Oh no, I'm saying that all the new ones that they're issuing from some invisible line in the sand on will probably have RFID.
They're still testing it. They're testing the technology out. I think. Okay. What's going on at this point?
Not to be Mr. Paranoid, just say it.
Yeah, but you don't eat cereal so much.
Oh well.
And then we're getting more straight. We've got a straight USB Skype adapter for any phone, any landline phone now.
Nice.
So, man, I think if these things are cheap, I'm going to buy one.
Yeah.
Because I would certainly use it.
Yeah.
And then weird, useless technology. Someone had a robot koi in Japan in some pond in Hiroshima.
Thank you for the robot koi fish. That's great.
And then the other is a robot snake. The robot snake was a little more interesting.
Thanks
because of the articulation like that.
Yeah, and some of the insect robots actually are pretty interesting too. And
snakes aren't insects though.
I'm saying as right? Water bugs. There were actually water bugs that would float on water.
Right, really tiny.
Yeah.
Once they figured out how that actually worked.
Lightweight
physics.
It's pretty cool.
And then Amazon is talking about announced that they're moving into the storage business as far as online storage, basically.
Oh, not like a U-store, not like a U-Haul kind of place where you go and talk to the guy and you could buy a padlock and stuff. Okay, because I wouldn't want to do that with Amazon.
And it's South by Southwest week in Austin, and I went last year, and I really wanted to go this year, but it just didn't work out.
And we almost had a live report, but we don't.
Yeah, we almost had a live report, but we don't. But Phil Terone of Make magazine was down in Austin, and I guess had a few drinks.
Right.
And had his modified Roomba robot vacuum cleaner thing.
Doing the front.
That he put like a green T-shirt on, and they actually did real live. Hey, I'm drunk, remote controlling my via Bluetooth or something. My vacuum cleaner, and I guess they got back and forth across the road 10 times until it got hit by an SUV.
That's awesome. That's great. That's great.
And I think one of the quotes I read in one of the articles was, I think it was like on news.com, was the quotes was, wow, that's a really bad idea. Let's do it. like that's how they started out.
Seems to be what a little bit of South by Southwest is all
South by
about.
Southwest is great, man. And Austin is great.
We are both alumni, I guess. So it's a pretty cool thing to check out if you get a chance. But it gets a little more ridiculous, I think, as it goes on too. As far
it's
as
bigger every year.
How big it is and
it's bigger every year. Along electric car lines, I'm kind of eyeing seeing how much I can get like an electric scooter or some electric city maneuvery car thing.
You just like saying scooter because you have a crush on Scooter Libby.
Yeah, that's exactly it, Paul.
Oh, damn. That's all right.
And then, in a similar note, I read a few things about this earlier, and then there was an article about, is it actually dangerous to some extent that hybrids are so silent when they're in pure electric mode? Because I
can't hear that car. No, I can see that because walking foot traffic,
for
foot traffic
especially,
right? Absolutely.
It makes your head turn off, like.
Well, and with all them damn iPods around. And,
especially with stuff like that.
You really got.
I listen to road noise and car noise when I'm as a cue when I'm riding my bike.
Absolutely. No, that is an interesting consideration. They're gonna have to make artificial noise for like the ATMs where they had to.
I am driving. Just when you drive by.
I think there are a few things that
car, just like the crossing things.
I believe you've illustrated a concept that may not even get it to the testing phase. I'm happy enough to say.
I bet somebody's trying it.
Car. No, they'd
probably be like Nissan RX-7.
Exactly.
You say that all the time as you drove around. Nissan RX.
No, I bet what they're doing is good.
Every quarter you turn.
Doing miking of really good exhaust systems that sound cool. And making them sound like
exhaust.
Yeah.
Well, you can't
engine noise and everything else.
You can't use the one from a Harley, or they'll sue you. They have it friggin' patented.
Yeah, and I guess Ford did that with the Mustang, or they exactly.
No, they try to get back to it. They don't have it.
They copied their own.
Right. And then the last nerdy thing of the evening is it seems to be official.
Oh yeah.
You can boot XP on your highly overexpensive x86 machine that runs the Mac OS.
I think we should.
This is for people, I guess, who are forced to run the Mac OS and would like to run XP. Because I don't understand. I really don't understand the exact market we're hitting with this.
It's for people that are forced to own a MacBook Pro, forced into them. And no, it's because I'll tell you who it's great for. It's great for people that
really like a Mac.
Like
Windows, but
a lot of folks with
Mac.
skill sets like mine that end up working at design firms where people are nuts about Macs, but their job actually is easier if they can do it on a PC. So sometimes people get handed Macs whether they want them or not.
Right.
And to be able to boot into Windows,
but a lot of those people don't have the ability to blow away the hard drive, install a new partition, install NTFS, get on a Windows machine.
No, but I'm the kind of guy at those jobs that had a good enough relationship with the systems guy that I could show him how to do it, and he'd think it was cool as a challenge and try to make it happen.
Yeah.
So
this is not.
It all depends on how you make it work.
As the old school.
Oh no.
Because Paul and I were talking about this. We for years and years. It was double triple boot.
Yeah.
It had a boot manager.
Boot manager. Oh yeah.
So I could boot. There was a specific third-party boot manager that I bought.
Yep, I remember that one.
Which was what?
System Commander.
Yep. And that thing was sweet.
It sure was.
But I would use that to boot. It started out, it was NT and 9X.
Yep.
And then later it was 98
2000.
and 2000 and Linux for a little bit.
Right.
And then I think... But the cool thing was that you could easily slap another OS on there and
Makes it fun. Makes it fun with playing with OS.
But thank you again for joining us for this short episode of the Technodifier.
Most definitely. Thanks.
If you don't do so already, check out the Nodfast, the main podcast. You can subscribe to the RSS feed for this show, or for that show, or for both shows in one feed. Those are both available at nodfast.com.
Guess what? They're free.
Yep.
We don't even ask a dime.
And this show, the Technodifier, is available at nodfast.com/technodifier, which is TECHNODIFIER. Yeah. Nodifier. It's like notify, but with a D, and then it says IER at the end of it.
Sort of like
I made the word up, so I guess I have to spell it.
It's a little bit like a humidifier, but it's a technodifier. I understand. Okay.
But thanks for joining us.
Thanks.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Bye.